Welcome back to MJ's Spotlight. I've got a young lady by the name of Alla Gould with us today, and we're going to talk about her journey. Moscow to Melbourne, mathematics, motherhood, and mixed games. Alla, welcome.
Hi.
So, how did you come about to get here in Melbourne?
I originally just planned to come here for 2 weeks with my mother.
Yep.
And we spent our holiday. We were prepared to go home.
Yeah.
And in airport they said that all the flights are cancelled due to COVID, so we need to stay for about at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks turned into a month into a couple months. I think I spent about $12,000 trying to buy return tickets.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, they ended up returning this money, but it was a long journey.
Yeah.
And after I just decided I'll stay.
So that was 2020?
Yes, 2020, March.
And now, coming into 6 years later,
Yes.
You have a young one as well?
Yes.
Yes? So you've gone from Moscow, Melbourne, now into motherhood. How are you balancing that?
Actually, my mom and her husband helps a lot.
Okay.
Because my kid stays about 2-3 days every week with them.
Okay, fantastic. Tell me about the early days of, I'm assuming you were playing poker when you were in Moscow? Yeah.
I started playing poker when I was, I think, 5 or 6.
Okay.
Because my parents were like gamblers.
Yeah.
So they taught me how to do it.
Fantastic.
But I never played like actual poker for money with someone who is not my family member.
Okay.
Till I actually.
And that started here in Melbourne?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I played a couple times in international casinos.
Okay.
I think in Austria, and I actually was in America.
Okay.
But I was very young when I was in America, so I just watched.
Yeah. Okay. And when you started out here, what was your introduction to some poker in Australia?
It was APL in Hawthorne.
Okay.
It was a big game. It's about like 100 runners usually.
Okay.
And $30 buy-in and freeze out, which I like a lot.
Okay. And how was your success, or did you find the game different, and how was your success rate?
I actually won a couple times in Hawthorne,
Awesome.
the entire tournament.
Fantastic.
But since I increased my buy-in level, I never actually won anything. I cash out a couple times.
Okay.
Not a single trophy yet.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we can change that for you today. And you have recently come across into the mixed games. What is your interest on the mixed game? Why the change?
Honestly, I like Hold'em, but our days most player plays basically odds, like we're using GTO. We're using exactly the same strategies.
Okay.
And it's not that interesting anymore because you're not playing against a person, you're playing against basically a script.
Yeah, okay.
And in mixed games, at least, I'm not very familiar, but I think it's not that popular, so you don't have software which tells you how to play, so you're figuring it out on your own.
Yeah, you haven't got the same solvers. The game isn't solved, there's a lot more intuition.
Yeah.
And you have a mathematics background?
Yes, I have a degree in applied mathematics and physics.
Okay.
So yes, it helps me sometimes.
Okay, fantastic. And do you find that useful in some of the mixed games? And if so, which ones?
My favorite is Stud and High-Low specifically. And yes, it is because I very well remember all the cards which were folded.
Okay.
That's why for me it's tricky to play a single draw or triple draw because you have no information about cards rather than yours.
Yes, that's why it's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of draw games today.
I know.
In today's mix, we've got Ace to 5, Deuce to 7, Badusi, Badasi, Badugi, Ace to 5, Draw Maha, Deuce to 7, Draw Maha, Stud High-Low regular. Out of all of those games, what do you think is your strongest?
Stud.
The stud, yeah. And you're familiar with the differences in this particular Stud High-Low regular? How we have it?
I assume it's not going to be a qualifying hand, so it's going to be always a low.
Correct. Always a low and there's always a high. Yeah, exactly. So it's like playing Raz and 7-card stud together. Fantastic. And when you're at the table, what do you think people don't give you enough credit for playing?
Well, I'd say it's not a lot of women in poker in general.
Correct. Nowhere near enough. We need more.
And I notice that maybe it's like my opinion, but when I win, people just say, oh, it's luck. And when I win, it's always a skill.
Yes, yes, of course, that's standard. What is your least favourite game in the mixed games?
The triple draw.
Triple draw is definitely okay.
Because like I don't like second guessing my decisions, and unless like I have absolute nuts, I always not sure like 7-6. Am I keeping it or am I trying to chase absolute nuts?
Okay, and giving some tips and some advice for the ladies who want to come along and play, whether it be some mixed games. How would you recommend they get involved?
I think you just come and start playing.
Just come and play. Yeah. Have you found everybody welcoming?
I think yes, in mixed game actually it's much more welcoming rather than hold'em.
Yeah, we're much more fun over here.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And I think it's smaller community, so people are like familiar with each other.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully we get you a trophy.
Thank you.